our website at www.weather.gov.dm or call us at 266-4490. For further information, like our Facebook page at Dominica Meteorological Service or follow us on Instagram at Dominica Met. Reporting from the Douglas Charles Airport, I am Itoma James.
From every corner of the world comes the DBS 1350 Total News.
This afternoon's headlines: a Pottersville man charged in connection with May 6 fire in Roseau. Liat CEO calls for regional unity. And news from the international scene: one person tests positive for Hunter virus after 18 U.S. passengers returned from Hunter virus ship. Details of the lunchtime news right after this.
Are you worried about how you're going to get to your next destination or important appointment, special event, a new date? But you are stranded. No ride, no bus, nowhere, and look, rain falling. What would you do? Look no further than Carlton Phillip Bonus Rental. Tansa, whatever your destination or translation or transactions, be it personal, business, leisure, pleasure, sightseeing, adventures, weddings, and family vacations, whatever satisfies your personal driving needs in Dominica, think Bonus Rental from Carlton Phillip Fonkole. Top of the line customer service, unbeatable prices, helpful and friendly staff. Renting a bonus vehicle has never been easier. It's all full service. And look, we've got your rental keys already at hand. Carlton Phillips, so prepare for memories that will last a lifetime. So go choose your bonus, get your bonus, rent your bonus, drive your bonus from Carlton Phillips Motor Pool of Fonkole. Now it's your bonus. Go drive safely in your bonus.
You've worked hard to build your dream home. Now it's time to protect it with ICWI's A-Plus Homeowners Policy. From hurricane damage to unexpected losses, we've got you covered with the best homeowners protection in the region. Protect your most valuable asset with coverage for what matters most when it matters the most. ICWI, we know insurance. You know you're protected. ICWI, serving you is all we do. Visit ICWI.com or call 767-440-4294. Visit us on 13 Castle Street in Roseau and on the corner of Harbour Lane and Holland Street, Portsmouth, or any of our agents.
DBS News.
Welcome back to the 1315 Total News. My name is Curtis Matthew. Off we go with our lead story. A Pottersville man, Wilson Joseph, has been remanded in custody after being charged with 6 counts of arson in relation to a fire which took place on the 6th of May in Roseau. 9 buildings were destroyed in the fire in Upper Lane, Kennedy Avenue, and Great Marlborough Street. Here is the police chief, Lincoln Corbett.
At about 3:20 a.m., the police were alerted to a fire on Upper Lane. The fire was determined to have started at Jane's Cuisine on Upper Lane, spread very quickly to other buildings. In all, 6 buildings were affected, as buildings on Upper Lane and also buildings on Kennedy Avenue. So 3 buildings on Upper Lane, which hold Jane's Cuisine, Arms Auto, Bobby's Bar, and Macaulay Baby Shop, were damaged by the fire. 2 buildings on Great Marlborough Street, and the former National Credit Union building, also the former building office of the social welfare offices, and the family restaurant owned by Chinese National, were coated by fire. 1 building on Kennedy Avenue, which housed the offices of Joshua Francis, a bridal store, and a clothing store, was also destroyed or damaged. The assessment of all the damages is ongoing. The police moved speedily, and with the assistance of members of the public, we arrested 2 individuals for questioning in relation to this matter. One was released pending investigations, and the other, Wilson Joseph of Pottersville, was arrested on the same day and has since been charged with 6 counts of arson. He was taken to court this morning, and he has been remanded in custody pending his trial. On issue of bail, police have objected to bail, and the court have so agreed. His matter comes up for review again on sometime in October of this year.
And that's the police chief, Lincoln Corbett, at a press conference this morning. Dominica has recorded another homicide. The police responded to reports of gunshots in Peak at Portsmouth last night, where they discovered the body of a young man from St. Kitts. The police say investigations into the matter are ongoing.
So about 9:20 p.m. last evening, police at Portsmouth, at what I thought to be gunshots were heard in the Peak area. The police responded and found the body of a young black male with reddy hair lying motionless in an area in Picard. The doctor was summoned to the scene and pronounced the individual dead on the scene. The victim had been identified as a national of an OECS member state. Following the report, we have arrested 2 individuals, 1 male and 1 female, in relation to the homicide. I wish to encourage members of the public to assist the police, and they can do so by calling our hotline, anonymous hotline, 1-800-TIPS or 1-800-844, as we work together to this crime and the fear of crime in Dominica. On the matter of the homicide in Portsmouth, what I'll say, the person is a Kitchen national, and I'll leave it at that. The matter is very fresh into the investigations. A Kitchen national, I will leave it at that. You hear a lot of things, but I'm not prepared to say any more on this matter at this time.
And that's the police chief, Lincoln Corbett. The Ministry of Health and Wellness is reporting that there are no confirmed cases of hantavirus disease in Dominica. However, the ministry is closely monitoring that situation. Local risk assessments conducted through the National Surveillance System indicate that the current public health risk remains low. Here is the Acting Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Andy Saint-Hilaire.
The Ministry of Health, Wellness and Social Services continues to monitor hantavirus and other rodent-borne diseases through ongoing national surveillance, epidemiological assessment, and collaboration with regional and international public health partners. At present, there are no confirmed cases of hantavirus disease in Dominica. Local risk assessments conducted through National Surveillance System indicate that the current public health risk remains low. However, the ministry is maintaining heightened vigilance, particularly following periods of heavy rainfall, flooding, and poor environmental sanitation, which may increase exposure to rodents and rodent-contaminated environments. Hantavirus is a rare zoonotic disease associated with infected rodents and exposure to contaminated environments. Infection may occur through inhalation of particles contaminated with rodent urine, droppings, or saliva, especially when sweeping or cleaning enclosed rodent-infested spaces. Transmission may also occur through contact with contaminated surfaces, food, or beverages. Human-to-human transmission is extremely rare and has only been documented with a specific strain identified in South America.
And that's the Acting Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Andy Saint-Hilaire. Other news this lunchtime, 10 schools will be on show as the first leg of the second round of the DBS Radio Felix Henderson Ministry of Education National Reading Contest goes to the Dominica China Friendship Hospital Auditorium, and that competition later today.
The schools competing in Leg 1 of Round 2 are Roosevelt Douglas Primary School, represented by Riel Stout. Sansove Primary School, represented by Vineta Thomas. Temple SDA Primary School, represented by Okima Joseph. Jurodale Primary School, represented by CMG Bell. Lighthouse Christian Academy, represented by Amelia John Baptist. Rosa Primary School, represented by Vanucci Mesidor. Pioneer Preparatory School, represented by Kyle Seraphim. St. Martin Primary School, represented by Gabrielle B. Benjamin. Maho Primary School, represented by Amelia John Charles. And Dubla Primary School, represented by Noel LaRocque. Join us by tuning in on all our radio frequencies, also on Facebook and YouTube platforms, and DGTV 15. It's all happening on Monday, May 11 at the auditorium of the Dominica China Friendship Hospital at 2:30 p.m. Remember, reading is winning.
And that's the coordinator of the DBS reading competition, Ronilia Williams. The competition is headline sponsored by Dragon Windows. The news continues right after this.
Husband and wife in bed chatting quietly. The husband asking his wife, "Are you ready?" Wife with a smile on her face said, "Yes, I'm always ready and more than ready." The question is, are you ready? Husband replied, "Ready like Freddy. I'm always prepared." It was Duvanjou, so she asked him, "What time is it, Huzzy?" Husband replied, "Time to upgrade." She shouted, "What? On my birthday?" And her smile turned to a serious frown. "Don't touch me. Don't you ever touch me again." Husband says, "Well, I guess you wouldn't get that brand new vehicle from Carlton Phillip as I promised." When she heard those romantic words, her picker stand up, her eyes started to glow, her face light up like dumbling. But she thought she was being dumped on her birthday and being replaced. Then they embraced and hugged and kissed some more. Head straight to Carlton Phillip. She says, "Look it, honey, that's the ride. The new ride, the favorite color and style." They both hugged and embraced each other. Thanks to Carlton Phillip Motor Pool, Fogole, telephone, email.
You're simply the best.
For over 55 years, ICWI has stood strong, protecting homes and properties across the Caribbean. Through every storm, every challenge, we've been tried, tested, and trusted. With a robust reinsurance program, we're built to last and built to be there for you when you need us the most. Choose ICWI Property Insurance. Serving you is all we do. Visit ICWI.com. Call 767-440-4294. Visit us on 13 Castle Street in Roseau and on the corner of Harbor Lane and Holland Street in Portsmouth, or any of our agents.
DBS News.
Welcome back to the 1315 Total News. Let's remind you, it's Nurses Week. A nurse was recognized this morning at the Dominica China Friendship Hospital. We'll bring you that story at 6 o'clock. News from the region, Liat Air is spearheading a push for greater collaboration among Caribbean carriers as the industry grapples with a volatile global market and skyrocketing operating costs. Speaking at the inaugural flight to Guadeloupe on Friday, the LIA Chief Executive Officer highlighted a significant gap in the regional aviation sector, the lack of a collective voice. Finally, U.S. health authorities say 18 Americans from the MV Honduras cruise ship have returned to the U.S. with one person who has tested positive for hantavirus. U.S. officials have said a second American on the repatriation flight on Sunday also showed signs and symptoms and has flown to Atlanta. Officials say, however, the risk to the public is very, very low. More than 90 passengers of the MV Honduras ship currently docked in Spain's Canary Islands are being repatriated, with a French national also testing positive. It is 27 minutes after 1 o'clock. That's the news. Don't go away. Gavin Richards next with the sports report.
Easy Max, get your money fast. Join the family. Call and find out now. You want that quick money to meet all of your needs. High speeds and top service. Easy Max family. Qualify for 7.5 or maybe 10,000. 2.0 is 15 grand. Easy Max, yours and mine.
West Coast Cooperative Credit Union presents the Easy Max Family Loans. Easy Max Plus of $7,500. Easy Max Pro of $10,000 and Easy Max 2.0 of $15,000. Yes, contact us today at 449-6556 or 449-9343 or 295-2682. Terms and conditions apply. West Coast Credit Union, your only credible choice for success.
Well, good afternoon. I'm Gavin Richards with the Lunchtime Sports Update. Let's bowl off with cricket news as the Dominica A team will require 275 more runs to beat the Barbados A team as they look to chase down an unlikely target of 318 on the final afternoon of their three-day match at the Benjamin's Park. Well, Barbados declared their second innings on 178 for 4. Rashan Worrell got 42 and Cheyenne Brathwaite 40. Dominica chasing 318 to win. They were 44 for 1 at lunch. Luvio Charles is not out on 14. and Cavem Hodge unbeaten on 20. The scores so far in that game, Barbados 298 and 178 for 4 declared. Dominica 158 and 44 for 1. In some more cricket news this lunchtime, well, Barbados, they've already lost some early wickets as they look to respond to Trinidad's first innings total in their crucial CWI Regional 4-Day Tournament playoff match in Antigua. Trinidad were bowled out for 333 this morning. Cephas Cooper made 93 and Joshua De Silva 70. Barbados, in reply, a short while ago were 31 for 3. Jaden Seals has 2 for 18 so far for Trinidad. The scores in that game, Trinidad 333, Barbados 31 for 3. Meantime, big centuries for Rivaldo Clark and Amari Goodridge as the West Indies Academy piled on the pressure on Guyana. The West Indies Academy were bowled out for 485 this morning. Rivaldo Clark got 180, Amari Goodridge 123. Guyana, they were 75 without loss a few moments ago, trailing by 410 runs. In some basketball news this lunchtime, the sports division will host its first ever secondary schools under 15 boys basketball tournament. The competition, which took the format of a festival in previous years, will now be run as a league with matches at Windsor Park and Marigot starting this afternoon. St. Mary's Academy will take on the Castlebar Secondary School at Windsor Park, and we'll also see Dominica Grammar School taking on the Pierre Charles Secondary School, and at Marigot we'll have the Northeast Comprehensive taking on the Portsmouth Secondary School. In some track and field news, the president of the Dominica Athletics Association, Brendan Williams, says while he is humbled to have received the nod to continue unopposed as president, he will not be complacent in the execution of his duties. Well, Williams is the only nominated candidate for the position of president for the Dominica Athletics Association's May 23rd annual general meeting and elections of officers. But we'll give you some more details on that story at 6:20. A three-time defending DFA Premier League champion Central Cooperative Credit Union Dubla FC have moved to the top of the points table in the DFA Premier League on 9 points as they got past Surgical Southeast in a 5-goal thriller at the DFA Technical Centre last night. Yesterday's other game, we saw Giovanni De Gallery getting a late equalizer for Baffin FC as they played to a 1-1 draw with the Roosevelt Scarlet Bombers. We also saw last weekend Petro Caribbean Port Michel defeating Promex Harlem United 3-0, and the Belfast Estate Mausuka Strikers beating the Do It Centre Mighty Avengers 3-0 as well. And there's also a 2-1 win for Valvoline United over Middleham United. Well, that's all the time we're going to have for sports. It's lunchtime. More sports at 6:20 this evening. But let's head across to the Dominican National Lotteries. It's time for the Lotto Draw.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. It's now time for the midday draw here at Dominica National Lottery. I'm your host, Michelle Lewis. It's time for some grand winnings with Play 4. Good luck. Your first lucky number is 20. The second lucky number is 9. The third winning number is 4. And your fourth lucky number is 14. To recap, this afternoon's winning numbers for Play 4 are 20, 9, 4, and 14. And that's Play 4 with grand winners every day. Up next, it's Big 4 with Multi-X.
The Super 6 jackpot is now over $400,000. You have to be in it to win it. Get your tickets today. Need $5,000? Then scratch away today with Fast 5,000 scratch card.
Reveal 3 like symbols in any game across and win the prize for that game. Reveal 3 5-time symbols and win 5 times that prize. For only $10, there are 16 games to win the highest prize of $5,000. Increase your earnings with Fast 5,000 scratch card.
We're back, and now it's time for that big win with an easy score. It's time for your Select 4. Big 4 with Multi-X. Good luck. This afternoon's winning numbers for Big 4 are 4, 2, 6, and 5. And we're moving on to the Multi-X ball. The Multi-X ball selected is 2X, doubling those winnings. To recap, the winning numbers for Big 4 are 4, 2, 6, and 5. That Multi-X ball is 2X, doubling your winnings. Big 4, it's an easy score. Up next, it's Pick 2 with Multi-X.
Multiply your winning with Multi-X. The next thing you know, you cash in your check.
Pick 2, just 2 numbers from 0 to 9. Ask for Multi-X to multiply your winnings.
Remember, you must bet the same amount on Multi-X and Pick 2.
It's easy to win.
Welcome back, everyone. Now it's time for some Pick 2. Let's play to win and hopefully watch those winnings multiply. Good luck. This afternoon's lucky numbers for Pick 2 are 7 and 1. The Multi-X ball chosen is FP. To repeat, this afternoon's lucky numbers for Pick 2 are 7 and 1, and your Multi-X ball is FP. Pick 2 and simply play to win. Up next, it's One Off.
Everybody rock your body.
Now you can win even if you one off. One Off. It's the all-new and exciting game from the Dominica National Lottery. Simply select your 3-digit numbers from 0 to 9. Place your wager for only $2 per wager, with each additional wager costing $2. And just imagine, if any or all of the lucky numbers are off by one number, higher or lower of the winning numbers, you win.
You really do.
Play One Off from the Dominica National Lottery and win anyway.
Have a blast when you play the newest blast game, Rebel on Reels. It's new, it's fun, and it's exciting. Win from as much as $5 to a whopping $50,000 in cash. And it's all part of your blast exciting game experience. Come alone, come with friends, come with a winning hand, and enjoy the thrill of winning when you play Blast. Hurry down to a Blast Entertainment Center near you and have a blast with Rebel on Reels.
Welcome back. Thanks for staying tuned. It's time to win anyway with some One Off, the game where you can still be a winner even if you're off by one number higher or lower. Good luck. The 3 lucky numbers this afternoon for One Off are 4, 4, and 8. To repeat, those lucky numbers for One Off are 4, 4, and 8. Play One Off because there's always a win. Up next, it's Daily 3 with Multi-X.
Super 6 jackpot is now over $400,000. You have to be in it to win it. Get your tickets today.
Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for staying tuned. It's time for some Daily 3 with Multi-X. But guys, don't forget about the brand new Instacash game called Cash In. Tickets are only $5. There's 10 ways to win and up to $15,000 in prizes. All your tickets are available at all the lottery terminals island-wide. Now it's time for some Daily 3 with Multi-X. Good luck. The first lucky number is 6. Your second lucky number is 4. And the third winning number is another number 4. Now we're moving on to